Jealousy will steal opportunity the same way that comparison will be the thief of your joy. Jealousy and being jealous means that somebody has something that you don't or can't have. So, the reason why I do not get jealous is because jealousy is something that comes up when you have a scarcity mindset. When you believe something isn't attainable for you, you can't have it, and therefore you may have envy towards somebody that does have this thing. That's a scarcity mindset because you believe it is not abundant to you. Abundant mindset, there is no reason to be jealous because if they can have it, you also can have it. You realize that, oh, they've done this thing with their life or they have this characteristic. There's no reason to be jealous of it because it's something also attainable for me. Obviously, people have things naturally in life come up for them. Some people get handed things in their life on a silver platter, and maybe that's not what has happened in your life. Maybe you've had different experiences and challenges, and that may have caused some resentment in your life or in your heart that you haven't let go of. You haven't let go of maybe traumas in your life or your story, and maybe you're in a bit of a victim mentality. So, in order to get out of this victim mentality, you first need to understand that other people obtain is also accessible to you. It may not come to you in the same way it comes to other people. It may not be gifted to you, but it is possible for you. And the great thing about having people achieve things or receive things or get to a certain point in their life, their business, their career that you may want for yourself is they are actually living proof that it is possible to obtain these things. If you see somebody going out and doing something amazing, they are living proof that it is possible to achieve these things. So rather than being jealous, look to it as motivation, as a guideline. Obviously, if they are doing this in a way or they're achieving something in a way that is in alignment with your values and morals, then you can look to them as an example of how did they get there. You can look to people that you may envy right now and actually team up alongside them. Be a student of theirs. If somebody is in a position you want to be in, learn from them. Learn from them rather than be jealous. Why don't you take this passion that you have to get to this next level or achieve this thing and use that for something purposeful, something that's actually going to move the needle forward? Because being jealous isn't serving you, it's not serving them, it's not serving anybody. And jealousy is not going to get you any closer to the opportunities that you want in your life. Jealousy and comparison often go hand in hand. Often we're comparing what we have to what somebody else has, and that's when jealousy comes up. And you've probably heard that comparison is the thief of joy, and it is so true because we've all been dealt our own set of cards. We all have our own unique circumstances. And that's actually beneficial because that means that we have strengths and weaknesses that are different from other people. We can leverage both our strengths and weaknesses to support the kind of life we want to live. We can take these things about ourselves, we can improve them, we can level up, we can understand what we're naturally gifted at, and we can go in a direction that supports the lifestyle that we are looking for. We can use those natural characteristics or skills or life experiences that have shaped us to who we are to then project us to that next level, that next step in your life, your career, wherever you're looking to go. Do you believe you're limitless? Do you believe that you can have and receive anything that you want? Do you believe that you can do what others are doing? Everything in my life works out perfectly. I believe that wholeheartedly, and my whole life has proven that to me. It doesn't work out the way I think it's going to work out, but it always works out perfectly. And that is what it's like to live with faith, to have faith that everything is going to work out no matter what, no matter the circumstance, no matter the challenge, no matter the highs, the lows. I know it's all going to work out. It's going to work out even better than I could imagine. It's going to work out better than the plan I have in my head. When you have this kind of faith, this kind of trust, you're able to walk with less fear. Fear is one of those things that paralyze us in life. Fear holds us back because we want to stay in our comfort zone. And the only way you can grow and experience new things is getting outside of your comfort zone, which means facing fears, looking fear right head on and not shying away from it, but actually walking with that fear. It's not that I don't have fear, it's that instead of running away from it or holding back from it, I grab its hand and I am walking with it. And I am able to walk with that fear because I have faith and I know that everything's going to work out. So even as I'm being punched and knocked down and I'm walking with this fear, I know that it is taking me to where I need to go in life. Without faith, you have nothing because that means you have no hope. You have nothing to live for. What are you living for? If you don't have faith, if you don't have purpose, if you don't have hope for anything, that's when you're going to fall. You're going to fall into sadness, into your comfort zone, into mundane routines of sorrow. You're just going to be sitting around sorry for yourself. There's no point to anything without faith. If you want to live with purpose, if you want to be fueled with passion, if you want to see and live a great life, a life that you can reflect upon and say, wow, I really lived my life to the fullest, then you need to walk with faith because faith gives you purpose. And purpose is what drives you to keep moving forward. Without purpose, you're lost. And your purpose is going to look different from other people's purposes. The way it comes into your life, the way your purpose comes into fruition in front of you is going to look different from other people's. So it's not that you need to know exactly what your purpose is, but it's simply walking and trusting and following that path. It's not like you have, oh my goodness, this is the checklist of how I fulfill my purpose. No, it's walking in faith, taking it day by day, not looking into the past, too far into the past, not looking into the future, but taking it day by day with conscious action, with intention. When you have good intentions, when you walk in faith, you are living in purpose. Jealousy, comparison, is really easy to get caught up in, and we're constantly fed with a lot of negativity. It's really easy to compare when we see all these people's lives online and all of this stuff. So it's super easy to fall into this trap and to become a victim, to have this scarcity mindset and feel like you're falling behind in life, feeling like, why does everybody look like they're living such an amazing life, a purposeful life, a fulfilled life, and I'm sitting at home doing nothing, da 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 da. Well, it's more under your control than you think. What are you doing on a daily basis to move you forward? What are you doing to walk with fear? What are you doing to challenge your faith? What are you doing to seek truth? What are you doing to make an impact? These are the things that actually shift you inside. Doing all of these activities to distract yourself, doing what everybody else is doing is going to get you what everybody else gets. So if you want to have a different life, if you want to live a different life, different from the average, then you need to take different action and you need to have a different mindset. You need to shift your inside, your mind, to be able to take the actions to see that different life come into place. So this is why your surroundings, this is why the people around you is so important. It is better to be alone than to be in bad company. I'll say that 100 times over. Sometimes parts of our life, parts of our journey look like isolation. And people may wonder, why are you changing or what is this happening? But if they are not a match for where you're looking to go, people are going to leave your life. And it's not you losing them, actually. It's really not you losing them. It's outgrowing relationships, outgrowing friendships. You don't need to create problems in this, but naturally, as you change the way you think and your actions, people are naturally going to leave your life. It's not something that's necessarily one day everybody just leaves, but it's something that will happen over time because if they are not growing with you, you are growing apart. Doesn't mean necessarily they're going down a bad route, you're going down a good route, but you're going to grow apart. If you're not growing together, you are growing apart. And this is why people come and go out of your life because we evolve as people. If you always have the same friends, always are hanging out with the same people for your whole life since you've grown up, and likely you're either growing at the same pace or you're not growing at all. You're staying in your comfort zone. It's scary to get outside your comfort zone. That's why it's called your comfort zone. It's uncomfortable to leave it. But what's on the outside is your true potential. Your potential is not inside the comfort zone. So at the end of your life, if you stay in your comfort zone your whole life, you're going to literally look back and see, wow, this is the potential I had. And because I was too scared, I stayed comfortable and I didn't reach that full potential. That is my biggest fear. I'll look back on my life. I'll be 80 years old looking back and saying, I wish I'd taken more risks. I wish I got more uncomfortable. I wish I did that thing. But rather than saying that, you know, 60 years from now, I am taking the action now so that I don't have that regret. Fulfilled life is not a life full of jealousy and comparison. It's a life where you're walking with faith and you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and working yourself towards your true potential, which is a never ending process. You always can get better, which is the exciting part of life. I hope you received some golden nuggets from today's video. Do not forget to subscribe, to like this video, and comment below any other topics you'd like to see me cover regarding mindset, business, organic marketing on social media, or solo travel. I'm Emily Dawn. This is Emily Dawn's Life. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.